Hello, my little glam bugs. Welcome to the channel. I'm struggling with this voiceover, so let's see if we can get this one knocked out. We're working on my nails today on my non-dom, and I've got my e-file out and my mandrels on there, and it's got a fine band on it. And I'm just coming in and roughing up the surface. And also, there's a little product on there still from my last set. We'll talk about that. And as you can see from my non-dominant hand there, all of the product that got left on just started flaking away because it's too thin, right? And there's a reason. Before I tell you though, I'm just taking my little football bit and getting rid of any little bits of cuticle that gets deposited onto my nails. You don't want to leave that there because it can cause lifting. Now I'm just cleaning everything up. We're going to do prep, prime, and tack. Tack is an adhesion product by Elegance. They have several. This was the first one I ever tried, but I think I might try some more because I really like them. Or at least I like this one. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and double prep. I just really want to make sure that my nails are so secure. And in case I end up leaving these on a little bit, I don't want the little edges to start to lift because sometimes that can happen if they've been on, longer than a couple weeks. And just in case, I'm just hedging my bets. So we're going to come in with a primer, and then Tack is kind of like a hybrid primer base coat situation because you do cure it. So that I feel like that acts as my second primer. If I didn't have Tack, I would still double prime. I would just let the primer dry and then come back in with a second primer. So your primer is almost, think of it like a double-sided tape, right? It's the thing that grabs your nail and grabs the gel or acrylic or full cover tip. Whatever it is you're putting on, that primer is grabbing it, right, and holding it to your nail. Okay, so this is the tack right here, and we're just scrubbing that into my nail, and then we're going to cure that for 30 seconds. Okay, so let's start with why was there no video on Saturday? There was no video on Saturday because my phone, I was using one of those little SD cards because this phone doesn't have a ton of storage, and it kept corrupting the videos. 2 of my videos, I couldn't use the footage. We talked about that on a video I did recently, and I reformatted it and everything, and it messed up the video. So I took it out and stopped using it. But the phone itself doesn't have enough storage, and this video is really long. So it just wouldn't save it. There was not enough room in the phone to save the video. So I had to wait for a new SD card to come. And I was hoping it would come early enough on Sunday that I could still get a video out at least on Sunday, if not Saturday. That didn't happen. It got here so late, and I was like, well, even if I put it up now, it's going to be Monday, then I've still got to try to get something together for Tuesday. And I was like, no, let's just make this Tuesday's video. What I'm doing here, let's pause my storytelling. What I'm doing here is I've got some builder gel. It's by Saviland. And I am taking some dip powder that has some real pretty mylar pieces in there, and mixing them together. That's it. You can add a little more of the powder, of the dip powder, and make it more like a poly gel almost, but I like the look where we're at now, so I did not change it. I'm putting on my form here. And if you guys want a little bit more of a detailed video about putting on the forms, let me know. I realized I kind of rushed through that and I didn't say anything, but I put the forms on all the time, so there's tons of videos of me doing that. But if you want a dedicated video for that, let me know. So what I'm coming in and doing now is just adding everything sort of in angles. This is going to be kind of an angled look. Not kind of, it definitely is angled, but only on 3 nails. I'm adding the product there in sort of a triangle shape. Because this is builder gel, it really does not, I'm trying to make a ledge, but it doesn't want to make a ledge because it's builder gel. So I cured it, and now I'm coming back in and adding a little more product there to give me a tiny bit of a ledge. But gel likes to self-level, and so making ledges is not really its strong suit. So you kind of have to finagle it a little. Now I'm going to take a little poly gel in this pretty purple color, and I realized right away I wanted a tiny bit more, so we're going to grab some more. The poly gel is not Saviland, it is another brand, Roseland. I'm not sure how they say it. I would say Roseland, but I tend to say Roseland for some reason. I don't know. It is what it is. You know the brand. You know the brand. I really like it. It's a very nice poly gel. Okay, so the reason why I did not put nails on for quite a minute, and the reason that my nails look so crappy right now, or before I did this set, is just that, you know, being bipolar kind of sucks sometimes. I don't want to put too much energy on it though, right? I'm giving you the reason, but I'm not putting a bunch of energy there. I'm not putting emotion on it. Sometimes it happens, right? My life is a little cycly sometimes, and I was cycling pretty hard. I actually just had gone through a bit of a manic phase. And I punctuated that with a few days of depression. So I had taken my nails off and I was all set and ready to do a new look. And the girl of depression showed up, and I was like, oh, okay, let's just stay in bed for a few days. So that's what I did. There you go. You know what? I'm proud of myself though, because I didn't let my house get crazy. Sometimes when I'm depressed, it's really so unpleasant that my house gets a little out of control, but that didn't happen this time. So I'm really pleased with myself about that. You got to take the small wins, right? Got to take the small wins. So now after I put in another triangle of gel, I'm coming in with a little more of that purple, and then we're going to add the finishing bit of gel to finish off the shape of the nail. And then we're going to cure that. And I am going to do a second nail on camera. Here we go. If you don't want to watch that because it's basically the same, hit about 11 minutes in and I move on to another section. I do need to tell you guys something before we get there as well. I screwed up a little bit on this video, and it should actually be even a little bit longer. But the thing about if you make videos on a Samsung phone, you understand that you can pause when you're recording. And sometimes when you come back, maybe you don't remember to unpause it. And then you're just doing your work thinking, oh, this is going to be such a good video. I'm really happy with this. And then you stand up to look at the camera and turn it off and you go, oh, no. Well, that's what happened in a nutshell. Actually, not so much of a nutshell. That's exactly what happened. I don't even remember why I got up. I started the camera. I sat down. I had barely started doing anything when something happened. I don't know what it was. And I got up to handle it. And when it came back, I just sat down and started working. I did not touch the camera. So you're going to see me do some filing, and then we're going to go straight into reveals, because you do not have any images of me putting on the gems or the top coat or the water decals that I used. So I'm really disappointed in myself for that. But all you can do is live and learn and try not to make the same mistake twice. So I'm not beating myself up too much about it. Although I'm still pretty disappointed. A little bit bummed out about it. So what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You got to laugh. You just got to laugh. So here's the thing. I really, really wish that I had just done all purple. Once the set was finished, I have 3 different colors of the Roseland or Roseland, whatever. Plus I also have a clear. And I wanted to use all the colors. My heart said, just do all the colors. It's going to be so pretty. And it is, but I think I would have liked it better with just purple. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is there's a bit of a raised area with the purple, and I don't want that, right? So I'm just going to blend it down so that everything matches. But this nail, more than any of the others, if you're looking at it as I do this work, you can see it. It dips right there. I did not deposit enough builder gel. So once I get everything smooth, I'm going to go ahead and encapsulate it all with just a plain layer of clear, just to make sure that everything is nice and strong and it has the structure that it needs and that it's beautiful and shaped wonderfully. I actually am so proud of this set. When you see the reveals, you let me know if you think I nailed it, but the shaping on these is so nice, especially considering it's my non-dominant. I'm really pleased with how they came out. Like I said, I like the shaping. I like the color of them, which you cannot see. I don't know why this camera will not pick up the pink, but they look really white on camera, but they're much more pink than that. And for some reason, nothing I did would make the pink show up in this video or in the pictures. So I think actually in the video you can see the pink a little better, but the pictures, it's barely visible. So to me, I think the nails are even prettier than you're going to see them. And that really bums me out because I'm really proud of this set. They're really great for a non-dominant set specifically, but I think anyone would be proud that if they made these nails. So I feel really proud of myself about them. Not to toot my own horn too much, right? But I am. So what I'm doing is just my filing routine. I like to do sidewalls first. And really this is just a little bit of pre-filing to get ready for the encapsulation. I have to tell you guys, my nose is freaking out. I think that's what woke me up this morning. From the second I woke up, my nose has been draining nonstop. I live in Nevada, so we're getting hammered with rain. Not like California, but we're getting the fringes of that rain, and it's like making stuff in the air happen. So I'm not really enjoying it very much. So what I'm doing now is laying down a slip layer. When you're working with gel, that's very important because gel likes gel, right? And you're telling the gel where you want it to go by giving it a slip layer. That's basically what it's accomplishing. And so that's almost just like putting on a top coat, right? You're just giving it a nice shiny surface to work on. And now I've picked up way too much gel, as you can see. So I'm letting that drain off and make a nice bead. It's a little stringy, so we're waiting for the string to meet the top. Excuse me, tickly throat. And now I'm trying to show you. You can see there's a little dip there. So what I'm trying to do is lay it down where I want it and then pull it through the area that it needs to go. Because we're just encouraging it to fill in the gaps where it needs to be filled. So really I'm settling and just letting it do its work. And now I'm encouraging it to go where I want. Just smoothing it out. You do not need to manhandle gel. A good gel is going to self-level for you, and it's going to go where you're asking it to go without a lot of problems. I think the biggest mistake that most people make with gel is panicking. And I would assume that's true for acrylic as well, but I don't do liquid powder acrylic. My acrylic of choice is gel. But it's very important that you don't panic. I wish I had a side view camera for what I'm about to do so you could really see it, but I'm going to hold it upside down and then just run my brush along the middle line of the nail, going back and forth to make sure that everything is just as beautiful as I can make it before filing. The prettier it is, the better you do with this part, the less filing you have, because gel really wants to look good. And not that it's like, oh, I'm so pretty, but you know what I mean. It naturally wants to be round and be even and be beautiful. So that's what makes it so nice to work with, I think. So now I'm just doing my filing. Like I said, I like to come in and do the sidewalls and hit my cuticle area. And then I just round over the top because that's going to give you the beautiful shape that you want. So basically I come in from the sidewall and come up, or from the other direction, I come from the middle and go toward the sidewall. So, and as you can see, because it's my non-dominant, a lot of the motion is coming from my actual dominant hand. I'm really kind of holding the file and letting my other hand do a lot of the work. So if you struggle with filing with your non-dom, try that in situations that don't feel natural for you. And here we go, like I said, straight to reveals. The water decals I chose are Lotus flowers, and I picked milky white gems and pink pearls for the embellishments. And the top coat, as usual, is Light Elegance Super Shiny. I love this set. Let me know what you think of them in the comment section below. Love you guys even more. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to see you in the next video. Mwah! Bye-bye.